Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name is Corey, and today we're playing Legend of the Five Rings. That's right! It's Cyber Samurai Sunday!
Sunday, and Saturday.
I'm glad that tickles you every time I do it. Today is the finale, finally. I hope, I pray. I can't take it anymore. I can't do this.
I mean, you're playing your opponent's story, so...
Okay, I'm over that now. We can,
Somebody needs to make a gif of that.
I think we're good. Let's put up these little guys for a little bit. We are hopefully gonna be done with this combat. These guys have been down in this underground hidden shrine to the Key Rin below Utaku Castle, Battle Maiden Castle, fighting these other samurai who want to break the union between Moto Nomen and Kengo, who are wishing to get married and create a super union.
I thought you were gonna say a super unicorn.
A super union.
They're gonna make
Transform into super
That
unicorn.
too?
Once they have formed together in holy matrimony, they will form Ultra Unicorn.
Unicron?
Unicron.
All other clans quiver in fear.
I am Unicron.
This is the moment we've all been preparing for.
Make your
Take
way
out your dice.
to oblivion. I love Orson Welles's like Unicron so much. It's like the cadence in which he talks and speaks as a giant planet-eating monster is just amazing.
Yeah, it works.
Your bargaining power is highly dubious. All right. Hey,
Indubitably.
thank you to our patrons scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. You are wonderful, and we thank you all the time for doing the money thing. And if you are doing the money thing,
Thank
actually,
you.
yeah, thank you. Hold on, I'm having
Thing.
the money thing. Hold on, this is wrong. Our patrons are wrong. I'm gonna change up our patrons to make sure that they're correct. Okay, that's right. That's correct now.
It
Okay,
just looks like a brown spot.
it's a
It's supposed to
penny.
be a penny, but...
I figured.
Take my money.
Things I should have done earlier that I did not do.
I thought you were trying to give us a purple grape in these trying times.
Are we all in the right
Oh,
spot?
the Grapes of Wrath.
Yes,
That's,
you are all
that's
in the
the
right
hotel.
spot. Okay,
Nobody move.
we're all good now. Okay, if you are watching this as a live stream, thank you so much for being here and watching us live, and we will try and get to your comments as you make them. Sometimes we get wrapped up in this game, we don't notice them, but we'll eventually get there. I will move my eyes this way very slowly every once in a while to see what's going on over here. And Tarek is manning Twitch. So if you're commenting on Twitch and not getting anything, it's Tarek's fault.
Team.
And I'm manning YouTube. Let's do this. Let's get right in. No character introductions needed. We need to get through this. Let's go.
Do it.
You know us, you love us. Now let's watch us get beat the shit out of.
Bumps and bruises and
Let's get
bleeding
ready to
galore.
rumble. I'm
Some
sorry,
more.
Matt.
Bumps and bruises and bleeding galore. Oh my gosh.
Shit.
I'm gonna unpause the game. That's
I
the
already finished my turn, so it's Noman's turn.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of little icons all over the board, and I forget who has what. I know what the unicorn. I don't know what Kitsu Satoru has. I think if he doesn't attack Kuranagi, he gets a penalty. I think that's what it was.
I think so.
Tarek, can you tell us?
I don't think that was what I did.
Okay.
I don't think I did anything to him.
Well, you
It
got
could be also that you put that there to denote that I had disarmed him.
Or
maybe.
did I
don't think
once
so.
again give him the thing that says if his next attack doesn't include me, then it's a higher TN?
I think it's maybe it's
That's-
you.
That's
Maybe
what
it's
it
yeah. I think it's yeah.
Let me check my notes.
I think it's Crystal. I think it's Crystal that he has to attack.
If it's not that, then it's because you didn't remove it after the last turn.
Maybe. Moto Noman, we're up. Wargiz, thanks for the comment. No character introductions, but how will we know who everyone is? Seance.
Yeah, Seance.
Tarot cards.
Also Ouija board. Wega.
Yeah.
Consult Tagashi Tasuo. He's not afraid of no
Or
ghosts.
Commune with the spirits.
or buy a Tamagotchi and name it whatever one of us you like.
Moto Noman has climbed up the side of this building and is going to attack
The archer?
the archer for finally. So let's
For
do
finally?
this. She has
Finally
Crescent
do the
Moon style, but
doobly-doo?
that's for guard actions. She has Lightning Raid, but that's for okay. She is going to do. Yes, she has a Romantic Soul. Yes. Okay. Yes, she's carrying a Wakizashi. That's somebody else's Wakizashi.
That's my Wakizashi.
She's on air stance.
This is why I do not have a Wakizashi.
She's gonna move to
use.
water stance because she'll have to do that anyways to get up and attack.
There
Climb up
is
and
that
attack.
sword still laying on the ground somewhere near Moshi Sora. So
I don't need a sword.
It's near Daisuke. In fact, I think it's
I-
where Daisuke is.
I think I've shown
Yeah.
my inability to use a sword quite well this last few games.
Excellent. Moto Noman screws that up.
Booch.
That's her turn. Moto Zergadai is dead. Kuranagi.
Yay! It's me.
Cute
Me.
Family Guy like unconscious pose. It's like Zergadai. You gonna do anything, buddy?
I'm gonna
Yeah, do
remove.
it.
I'm gonna remove the combatant because he is dead.
I am targeting.
Whoops.
Targeting. I'm switching to water stance.
Okay.
I am casting Path to Inner Peace
Excellent.
on.
Path to Inner
Oh,
Peace.
It's not an opportunity plus. It is just an opportunity.
Path to Inner Peace works at range.
0 to 1,
0
I
to 2.
think.
Huh?
0 to 2.
0 to 2. So you have to move up at least one.
Oh wait, who gets the auto success?
I think I need
Corey?
to go here. Oh yeah, who gets auto?
Oh my goodness! Thanks for reminding me, guys. There's a
Completely
poll.
forgot about it.
There's a poll we do every week to pick your favorite character, and that character gets an automatic success. And that character today, well, not to pick your
Oh.
favorite character. I apologize. This is the karmic favor. This is the character that you think needs the most help. And you're going to make sure that they get that help in the form of an automatic success in the next game. The person who needs the most help, our loser, is Bayushinari.
Oh, you read that it was my name, and you just had to remind everyone that I'm a loser, right? I thank all of the patrons that vote for me because I am their favorite. Obviously,
It's not
Star
pa-
Child.
It's not a patron thing. Everybody can do
I know.
this, whether you're a patron or not, by going to our community tab on YouTube, Dead Unicorn, youtube.com @deadunicornlive/community.
I'm still waiting to see how long it's gonna take Corey to figure out that I'm all of the voters.
Yeah,
Oh,
you made a bunch of
yeah.
accounts.
All 30 of my all 30 of my Google accounts just now. Taking over.
Well, you can't beat Dr. Eggman and his 80 alternate accounts.
Very
Oh my
difficult to
God.
manage, but worth it. I forgot I got a void because I didn't use mine last game.
Yep,
'cause I'm
you have a
stupid
void.
and didn't think.
Nice.
If you don't use
use
your
it,
auto success
it's
by the end of the
normal, yeah.
game, it becomes a void point.
So I will cast now that I'm close enough. I will cast Path the Inner Peace on Bayesian Aaron.
Sounds good.
At the very least, if you can fix my air stance, I might be able to do things again.
Heal her air.
Oh no. Oh, that wasn't all the dice. I saw just a couple dice on the board. I didn't see all
No
those other dice. Okay, looks
This
like
is gonna
you
suck.
got it.
Um,
No opportunity though to heal bleeding. Let's
Did you
hope
even
that
roll
exploder.
much?
Yeah, did you roll the
Maybe that exploder
exploder?
can help.
can I say that I am keen hearing enough to reroll some dice?
No, that's not how that works at all.
Whatever.
Let's
Damn
try.
There's a way you can redo it. It says one of the kami.
Do any of my bonds help me with this?
I don't know. Can any of your bonds who can you rely on? Whose trust or rivalry can spur you forward to re-roll a die?
None.
I only have a rival bond with Naurin, so
Oh, come on. It was on 2 opportunity and then slowly rolled over.
Smooth move, X-Lax. Sorry, I just.
Well,
So what happens?
where
Well,
did
you
that line
gain
come
back,
from? I heard it
fatigue.
before.
Okay, hold on. What happens?
you will heal 4 fatigue.
Okay, that's not bad because I had 4.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
It's bad.
Mm-hmm. And you can only
And
do it
then
to
I
you
will
once
take a
per
calming
scene.
breath. You know what? Actually, I might. We are right now. Are we in obscuring terrain?
You are technically in obscuring terrain for the sole fact that there is slippery maneuvers on top of you.
Yeah.
Which
Because I could drop a blob of darkness all over us.
ooh.
Won't that be a problem for other people though?
I wonder if I can make a blob of darkness with lighting effects. Clear
I-
lights,
Have no idea how this would work.
transition to darkness,
I don't know whether it
transition to
would be bad.
daylight. I don't know. I don't know if I can
It
make it.
becomes dark obscuring terrain, which I would then gain bonuses from, and everyone who's in the darkness could still, as long as you're near one of the edges, could still see out and target out of. But people
Right.
targeting into would have a problem.
Because it's obscuring terrain. It just makes it obscuring terrain is what it does.
Yeah.
And that obscuring
But
terrain.
as a result of it being darkness, I get bonuses while operating in darkness.
Then do it.
So anybody within range 1 can see each other. Anything beyond range 1, you can't.
Yes.
Yep. Is that what you're doing? How does that work? Because do you have to make a roll for that?
Nope. I just ink.
He
That's
just
all.
inks.
Yeah, as a support action, you may target a position at range 0 to 2 and summon a cloud of supernatural darkness there. An area around the target position extending a
There's-
number of range bands equal to your air
There's a
ring
problem.
become obscuring terrain.
There's a problem. It's a support action, and Path to Inner Peace is also a support action. So you can't do you can't do two of the
I
same
can't do
kind of
two
action
support
on
actions
water
at the
stance.
same
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
Fair
Yep.
point. Okay, then I guess I just do calming breath.
Okay.
She tried to touch the butt. Didn't
Yeah,
work.
I'll calming breath then for now.
Hello, Songwang. Lovely to
What's
see you here.
Reduce my endurance, my fatigue, and my strife by 1, and
All right, Youngso.
that is the end of my turn.
So young.
Youngsu.
Right. Sorry. I'm going to, because this dude's constant running away like a scared little mouse is starting to piss me off. I've been marching after him on earth stance. I'm switching to fire stance. And then moving up on him.
All right.
And just going to try to hit the hell out of him with my katana.
All right. Let's see what stance he's on. He's on
he's
water
on-
stance. Wow. This is where the tide turns. Baby, we're getting whiffs.
So
Yeah,
much
that's so-
opportunity.
Yeah, since I'm whiffing anyway, I'll just keep the 3 opportunity and I'll get back to you on exactly what I'm doing with them.
Strife.
Yeah, give out at least 2 strife to somebody, I'm sure.
Yeah, make him panic.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
like,
go ahead and give him 2 strife for one of those.
You got it. 1.
I never would have thought I would
2.
roll 3 blank dice
Okay.
in a row.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and hit him with the other 2 opportunity. So, actually, this is a general. Other characters must receive 2 strife to choose me as the target of an attack or scheme action until the start of my next turn.
Cool. We'll give you a little bonus
Little bit of
and
an
make a note what that bonus does. Because that's just my generic bonus for all sorts of things that aren't actually status conditions.
Mhm.
Okay. Any other? You moved 3, so I think you're done.
Yep.
Let's move on to Dice K. Dice K.
All right.
Dice
So-
K. Dice K.
All right. So as you've had your fun, I am going to use Courtier's Resolve with my Void Point to relieve myself of 3 strife. 2,
Sounds good.
3. All right. And I'm also going to take a Calming Breath since I'm in water stance currently.
Sounds good.
All right. And I am going to move myself 1, 2, 3 here behind this pillar. Why did my portrait turn sideways?
I don't know how you do that.
Well, regardless of that, just gonna
Shift
use
arrow
that
click.
pillar for support for a little bit before I make my next move against this Bushi again.
I think somehow when we did a migration to the new upgraded VTT, that the token, some of the settings on the tokens are now the ones where it shows facing, because you can see a little arrow next to your token too in the darkness. It's showing facing now.
All right,
So now
and,
tokens can do facing. I can turn that off if you like. Guys, vote. Show of hands. Who wants me to turn that off?
I like it actually, but that's just
All
me.
right, we're turning it off.
Voted.
Little behind the scenes stuff. We go to
So I'm no longer compromised.
configure settings. We're going to go to, where is it? Tokens. Nope, it's not that. Where could it be? About face, automated chat portrait. Nope, it's not in here. Combat booster. Nope. Which one is it again? FX Master. That's exactly what it is. Nope, it's not. Patrol. Small time. Got so many of these. So many. Which one could it be? All. Enable chat button, scrolling status. I thought I didn't even have this thing installed at the time. I think... Interesting. Facing direction. Mirror rotate. Mirror it. What does this do? Okay. About face. This is it exactly. There it is. Lock. Every scene will be created. Facing right, facing up, facing down. Lock vision to rotation. We don't want any of that.
Nope.
Is it that? I hope it's that.
Let's see. Would you like to change the settings about every scene?
I don't
There
know
are
what this is.
2 boxes that say about face.
It's giving me options, but it's the same choice.
I don't know what I did. I don't think that was it.
About face?
About face.
Yeah, I just selected the left option, so
I turned it off.
appreciate it.
Lock vision to rotation. At least it's not going to lock vision to rotation. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. You know what? And I
Maybe
can't.
let's worry about it later.
Yeah, we're gonna deal with that later. We just have to. Like, it's gonna be like this for our
Yeah.
last game for some
Oh
reason.
no, we'll have little arrows.
Oh poop. Oh tragedy. Kitsutoru's turn. Kitsutoru.
I posted the effect in the chat log. If you want to see it, you can scroll up a little.
There's another character in the
Increase the TN of the next check they make before the end of the turn if it does not include you as a target. Yeah, that's gonna suck for him because he needs to. Come
That's
in
fire.
here. Yeah, I know it's fire. But he can't actually see that person unless he goes on the other side of them, and he needs to heal them. You know what? It's gonna be up to Shika Wakako to heal her. We're gonna do something else. He has got no weapons. All he can do is pat the inner piece. Wow. Because he can't do any fire incantations right now.
Oh, did he get a spiritual backlash?
Yeah. That's what that fire's doing out there. That circle is full
Yeah.
of fire. That red circle. You may importune one invocation with a school rank prerequisite up to your school rank without making sacrifices. I'm going to do that. I'm going to importune a spell and whack Ide Yungso with it.
Okay, then his TN is increased by 1 because he's not targeting Moshi Sora.
Oh yeah, I got to
And
target
he-
Moshi Shora. Okay, yeah, let's target
And-
Moshi Shora.
And he gains 2 strife for targeting me.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Target Moshi Sora. Thanks for saying that and not just telling me after the fact, which then it would have been too late.
I mean, you already committed to your role, so go ahead and do it.
I don't even know what invocation I'm going to do.
I am at the edge of range 3.
What is his rings here? What does he have the best? He can do anything, really. Anything.
But I guess not fire. No more fire from him.
So we're gonna see how importuning works real quick. Once per scene, a character who knows one or more invocation techniques may choose one invocation technique that they have not learned. Make an offering. I don't need to do that. Whether or not something is sufficient. Yeah, blah blah blah. The TN is increased by 1, plus 1 for each school rank by which the prerequisite exceeds the character's current school rank. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed to know. Cool. Um, somebody fill this empty space while I look up spells.
If we sit in silence, you'll go faster.
Well,
Yeah, the
I
pressure
have
will build.
something. It only recently occurred to me that I can get invocations other than fire. They're just not in my school.
That is true. You can't do that.
Shia LaBeouf. Quiet, quiet.
Oh my gosh.
Having more spells will be really good for Moshizora too, because there's a ton of spells that you could use that are really powerful.
Yeah, like I'm pretty good with Earth too.
Oh, Earth has some really good spells too, defensive spells. Wouldn't
Man,
be a bad option, to be honest.
Everything has such a high TN. That's an attack. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna try and do a Tempest of Air. We gotta try it. Tempest of Air. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna hit a Tempest of Air this way, which will include Kuronagi, Sora, and Bayushi Narin. Yes. We'll do
Is
that.
it just an AoE thing?
Yes, it is an
Okay.
AoE thing.
Not a pick
Where
a
has
number
that
of people
accursed courier
thing.
gone to?
Hit that void. Do a void.
Ooh.
It is a TN4, unfortunately.
Fortunately for us.
Oh, so close.
Backlash.
He's got opportunity though.
He doesn't have any strife, so he doesn't get backlash.
Why? It's so close.
I mean, it's
This is-
TN4. It's
this
not
is
an
what-
easy
so-
spell.
Before the game, James was like, these guys are acting stupidly. And I'm like, they're just rolling really terribly.
There's one who I think is acting stupidly. Just one. The rest, I fully understand what they're doing and motivating, and Tarek did educate me a bit on the reasons why this one is acting the way he is.
In particular,
I still think he's being dumb, but
he's a bit.
Why is he being? I don't think he's being dumb at all. If he surrenders, he's gonna die. Like, he's gonna be killed for what he did. So why would he surrender? Might as well go down fighting. He's a lion.
All right.
Exactly. As a lion.
He's not just gonna lay down and take it.
He'll remove 2 strife from himself, why not? Sure, let's do that.
The 2 strife he just got.
Hold on, let's see if Tempest of Air. Nope, can't do anything with that. Wow, y'all are so
Fucked.
lucky.
So why Tempest of Air while you're rolling water ring?
It's a cone of air that will disorient everybody and do fatigue damage to everybody. So it just it's pretty dang great. He's gonna move right back over here. No, he can't. He can't do that.
Yeah, because he's on air.
He's on air stance. Man. Okay,
Dang it.
that's it.
Get ready for part 4, folks.
No.
Wait, he can't. Yeah, he's on air stance. He can't lose 2 strife. What is air stance? What can I do on air stance? Air.
He can lose 1 strife.
No, none of that works. I'm gonna keep.
Oh wait, he didn't keep any strife.
I'm gonna increase the TN of the next martial arts range check targeting you before my next turn by 2. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I can do. That's an awesome
Okay,
thing.
well, I guess Kuranagi's just gonna have to run up
Shoot
and
the open-
stab him.
Or that.
All right. This trained Ashigaru is going to attack Kengo. He is on... Whoops, that's the wrong button to hit. He is on Earth Stance. Yep. And Martial and Fight. Man, these guys are doing great.
Oh, you can take his down arrow off now.
Let's see. That is a Yari, so that does 5 points of damage. Minus his armor, which is 2, so 3 points of damage. Yeah, these guys are doing fine out here in Ashigaru land. She'll do the same thing. Yari, roll to hit. Look at that. I'll keep all 3 of those. Finalize step and do 6 points of damage to Moto Nomen.
We gotta defend the bride and groom, folks.
Wait, she's wearing... Yeah, she's wearing
still
ceremonial
in her
clothes.
wedding clothes.
Yeah, she's wearing ceremonial clothes, so she'll take 5.
Yikes.
Okay, Shika Wakako. She can do Path to Inner Peace on this samurai over here. Yes, yes, yes. She'll be fine with it. Yes, do it. We're gonna take this. We're gonna take this. We're gonna take that.
Whenever you say her name, I always hear Shika Waitako.
She's Taika Waititi.
I start hearing from the Ace Ventura movies.
Okay. All right. This unicorn now gets rid of all of her fatigue, gets rid of bleeding, and you know what? She's going to also get rid of a point of strife on this unicorn Bushi here. Yes, the bleeding has stopped. Wait. There's a separate bleeding? Oh no, we have a problem. It's double bleeding. Okay. Well, she's no longer bleeding. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, take off Kitsusatoru's down arrow.
Oh yes, thank you. I can't. When we upgraded to the new stuff, all of the tokens are now
They're
permanent.
all permanent.
Okay. Logical unicorn Bushi burns to death on the ground.
Don't they only get injured whenever they do something?
Yeah, but he's got an endurance of he's over his endurance. He's going to take 5 points of fatigue from burning, and because he can't defend against 5 points. He can't take 5 points, so that is an instant critical hit against the burning. He's just dead unless someone he's dead. Guy is dead.
I don't really understand how burning works, because the way it's worded is if you just stand there, you don't get hurt.
No, that's bleeding and in dangerous terrain. Burning does 5 points of fatigue damage every turn.
Ooh.
Just kill him. Just like let's. We need some people out of the fight. Let it
he's
happen.
dead. We're gonna remove him from the combat, which leaves us to her. She's alive, and she's ready to go. Conflict, water stance. She's already in it. She's gonna move 1. She's gonna move. Yeah, she can move 1, 2, 3, and end up right here. Right, she doesn't even need to be on water stance. We can turn her to earth stance. Boom. And then use her skills. Yes. Hit this little ninja with a katana in the back.
No,
Are you on air stance? No, you're on water stance, right?
I refuse. Yes.
Ooh.
Hey, I'll grab that. I'll grab that, and I'll grab that, and I'll finalize this step. Yeah, sure. Let's take that.
Is the stress worth it? Drat.
Probably not. Apply strife. Okay, it's not a critical hit, but you will be taking 4, 5, 6 points of damage from the katana strike that you can defend against. Hopefully. Yes?
And against them, yes. Okay, I am really looking bad.
And she should be compromised, but her compromise token is not, her compromise thing is not automatically. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Like-
Shika Wakaku's compromised.
No, the brash unicorn
Okay.
Bushi is compromised. And for some
Also, can you-
reason,
I just saw where your target was.
she. Oh, man.
Yeah, I also need my compromised token to be taken off too, since I'm not compromised anymore.
We can't do it. The VTT
They're all
has been
stuck.
updated, and now things are kind of a little broken when it comes to tokens.
Wop, wop, wop.
Yeah, all of these tokens are the wrong status tokens on her. Right. So she's compromised. And that is her turn. It is Moshisora's turn at the top of the round.
Okay. It's gonna be extra difficult to hit Kitu Satoru with ranged, and also everything inside the white circle is +1 to the TN for obscuring terrain, correct?
Yes, everything at the edge of the white circle. Two hexes in is totally, you can't see them at all.
Okay.
So you can see Kitsu Satoru in there. He
And
has
I can see the other one.
he has +2 to ranged attacks to TN if you're attacking him with a ranged attack. So he's very hard to hit right now.
+2 total if it's ranged, correct?
Yes. So it's a +3 because it's also obscuring. He's hard to be hit.
Okay. These guys are just hanging out in this circle of darkness, so I'm gonna light it up again.
Sounds good. It's not darkness, it's like all of the dust gets kicked up in the air around them, and that's what's obscuring them.
Okay.
It's a cloud of
A
dust,
cloud of dust.
which is not good for their lungs at all, but I guess that's secondary to you guys trying to kill them, so
Which is not good for their everything.
By the time they're taken to the hospital, they're diagnosed with silicosis.
welcome Natsukashi. Thank you for joining us for our live stream. Much love.
Thank you.
You know, the thing that gets me is because if it isn't darkness and if it's a cloud of dust, they shouldn't be able to see anything standing in it. And we should be able to see them.
But it's
Like,
but it's
they're the ones
magic.
blinded by dust in their face and,
Look-
like, the obscuring, you know.
But it's
But
the
they're
kami
not
that are
helping
doing it, and the kami are protecting them because they're the.
I know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
personally.
I'm
We exist in a world of
gonna
magic.
aim my spell inside of that cloud of dust
Exactly.
to try to light it up, which removes the obscuring quality.
Yes.
I'm putting it at TN2 instead of TN1 because it's obscured.
Looks like you've done it.
I have done it.
That white circle is now not obscuring for how many turns?
It is for no bonus successes, so just 1 round.
1 round. Can an opportunity extend that? You have 1 opportunity.
No, it's for bonus successes. You
Okay.
get extra time.
Well, poop.
Let's see.
Well, you see both of them for 1 round.
Hey, that's enough for everyone to go once.
Yeah, y'all could kick their butts. Is that it?
Oh. Actually, no, that's not how it works. It's that you need 2 opportunities to get rid of obscuring, so it's just lit up in a pleasant way.
Oh,
Never
no.
mind, guys.
Oh no. Okay, you can't see them. It wasn't bright enough to blow away all the dust with the light. Cuz that's how light works.
Hey, it's the goddess shining down upon them.
Would you like to move?
Oh my gosh. My cursor, it keeps disappearing.
Would you like to move? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, like the map keeps moving too.
Or just click and hold on the thing you want to move to, and I'll move your character there.
I'm gonna scoot right up here.
All right. Excellent. All right. Kengo.
Ah,
He's going to get rid of this guy.
stop moving.
Kill the sniveling brat.
He is. He's going to do it. Ooh, I feel it. Ooh,
Do
it's
it,
happening.
master.
Ah, that's a hit. And I'm going to keep an opportunity, and maybe I'll get a second opportunity. Nope. I'll keep that as well. And I'll take all of that strafe. And that compromises Kengo. Well, that was silly. Well, let's see how much damage he does. 1 bonus success, so 5 points of damage to this Ashigaru wearing Ashigaru armor, so that's 3 points of damage. Well, that's silly.
Does it take the sniveling brat down?
No. Almost. But Kengo is now compromised. Bayushi Narin.
One thing.
Yes.
I'm using my 1 opportunity to give Kitsu Satoru 2 strife.
Sounds good. He can take it. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Or can he shake and bake it?
Bayushi Narin.
Okay. I am kind of screwed right now. So here's what I'm thinking. The only thing that I can do at this point to help turn the tide of this battle without like probably dying for it is try to get these bushi that are still like, you know, the brash one and the other 2 that are out there with Kengo and Noman to, if not like see our side of things, maybe at the very least stop fighting us. So I have like this idea of what I want to do, which is convince them that their cause is unjust, which I looked this up in the book, and it's a pretty high TN check, but I do have that instant success. And I think that's what I want to use my instant success on, is a suggested TN5 fire check.
So what page
What
are
is
you
that,
looking
like,
at real quick? I want to see how many
command
people
or
it affects.
courtesy?
It's a command fire check. It's in the book in a place where it talks about suggested uses for different skills.
Got it. I'm there. Scholar, martial, performance, games, command.
And like, by all means, make that roll.
Command approaches. No, it's not under skills.
It might
Oh,
be under
sample
rings
task.
then.
Sample task with no rings. You're saying winning, causing a samurai to consider their common humanity.
No, that's not it. crap, I found this last week, but now I don't know where it is, but I'm literally quoting it from the book. This is not my speech.
Oh. Getting the... You said it's fire, right?
I think so. I think it's a command fire. It suggested TN5, and they talk about... It literally says, word for word, convincing like the enemy or your opponent or something that their cause is unjust.
Oh, here it is.
Do you have a PDF? I would probably Control F that.
Singing a rousing song.
I have a physical book.
Singing
Jared,
a
can you help
rousing
me out
song that drives and bedraggles an enemy into frenzy against the enemy is fire.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
Singing a rousing song.
That's fire TN5.
Hold on, let me look it up in my PDF. Maybe I can help out with that.
I just want to know how many characters. I think it only works on one.
If it only works on one, then I will target the brash unicorn bushi right here.
Okay.
So Sasha, could you give me a line? I'll try to type it in my PDF.
Just put in their cause is not just, because that is what I remember being verbatim, and see if that pops anything up. I know it exists, and I will find it after the game if I have to, but I don't know where it is.
Okay, so I see command approaches under Enlighten, which is Void Ring, convincing troops embroiled in battle to see its pointlessness, persuading the enemy soldiers that their cause is not just.
It's void, not fire.
So it's
there we go.
152, page 152.
Thank you. I'm like, crap. I know it's here. And I was pretty sure you could target more than one person with it because it was like troops or people, but there you go.
So it says, where is it? Persuading enemy soldiers that their cause is not just, snapping someone out of shock or rage in battle. Under sample TNs, causing a samurai to consider their common humanity with another member of the class is TN5. So... I guess it increases with the number of soldiers or something. I'm not sure. But I'm going to say it'll work against one, it will work against a one cohort or one samurai in a skirmish or one cohort in a mass battle. That makes sense.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
That makes sense to me.
I would like to target the brash unicorn bushi that I was fighting with earlier.
That sounds great. You convince her. You make an impassioned plea to this woman.
I will, because I was writing one down.
Lady to lady.
So the false Khan you were so fervently fighting for is dead. The Kitsu and the Shika never cared for him. He was just a puppet of theirs. Can't you see that what you're doing is only making the situation worse? Your Khan is over there, and she is fighting for not just her people, but for you too. Stand with her or stand aside.
She responds and says, how do I know? How do I know that you aren't the people that are manipulating her? A person who killed our great Khan.
You actually want me to respond?
Yeah, I want you to respond to that.
Just point to the key Rin. Damn.
Yeah, you came in writing on a Kirin, so.
Yeah. If the spirit outside isn't enough to show our goodwill, then perhaps I could explain it to you in length after the fact. But for now, you will just have to trust yourself. Use your own eyes. What do you believe in?
So she'll look at the Kirin pacing outside of the ward of the spiritual barrier, and that seems to work. Like, Kirin are one of the most pure beings in all of Rokugan, and
known for their wisdom.
And she'll turn around to the other two and point her sword and say, "It's time to surrender."
Thank God.
We got an ally.
Woo! All right.
Cool.
There goes my instant success, and there's my turn.
Moto no
Actually, I'm gonna move a little bit away also.
Okay, you can do that. Moto
Just
no
because I need some more time to catch my breath.
is going to hit this bushi.
Hopefully in a spot where you
Or
can't
it's
get an arrow in you.
I mean, it's not a bushi, it's an ashigaru. Well, it is. An ashigaru is a bushi, technically.
Yes.
It's just not a samurai. Okay. That hits for 3 points of damage, which... Well, that's no good. Ashigano armor brings that down to 0, and since it's razored edge and it's 0, it damages her weapon. Clank!
Oof.
That's what happens. That sucks. Kuronagi.
Giggling at the person's misfortune. Okay.
Giggling at Motonoman's misfortune?
And somebody left.
Oh no.
And now I have to
we've lost
redo-
James.
Everybody's now in the wrong spot. Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
There I go.
Maybe James is having like thunderstorms happening. Oh, cats unplugged my computer. Be back ASAP.
Right.
Sounds
cats,
about right.
Cats.
I
That's
mean, you did see Simba in his arms earlier, so
cats. It's got to always be cats, right?
My power
But
button
we love
stopped
them too
working
much.
on my computer a while ago, so I got this one that's like a keyboard key that hooks directly into the board on the
What?
computer. And
What stance was
the cats can totally just walk over it.
Well, it's
What
not
stance
his
is he
turn,
on?
so that's okay. We're on Kuronagi. What's going on, Tarek?
What stance is he on?
He's on air stance.
Oh yeah, air.
Air stance.
He just did an air thing.
And her?
She is on
Water?
water. She's on water stance.
Hey.
Getting-
I am stabbing.
If you're in the dusty circle, do you still get penalties, or are you okay now?
It
Target.
depends. If you're at range 0, no. If you're at range 1,
yeah, you
yes.
zero.
Yeah, I'm literally existing inside of his
So range 0,
Unmentionables.
there's no penalty.
Okay.
But I mean,
I'm
it's
stabbing.
kind of hard to miss someone when you're literally on top of them.
TN3, right?
I mean, miss like
TN3 to
not
hit him,
see.
yes. He's still on air stance.
Spend your void point if you need to.
I will. I'm gonna spend my void point.
You need to get rid of this dude. Go to sleep.
Yes.
Nice.
Sleep, not dead.
Yes. No, you don't want to critical hit him. You know?
Oh, I don't?
I mean, we want the...
Oh, yeah, I don't want to kill him.
Yeah. I'm glad you
about
realize that now.
Capture.
Oh, yeah. I guess I don't want to stab him in the throat.
Well, you want to knock him out, and the way to do that is
You
to...
want to stab him, but not in the throat.
The way to knock somebody out is to get their fatigue over their endurance and then hit them one more time. And that does a critical hit that knocks them out.
hit those ugly babies.
So once they get
one more time.
what is it called? Not compromised, the other one.
Is
Once
your dagger still
incapacitated.
Incapacitated.
Once they
Yeah.
get incapacitated, just punch them in the nose and then they go bloop asleep.
Oh, thank God.
You're still targeting Bayushinaran. You're still targeting.
Oh, no, I'm not targeting Baishinaran.
Yeah.
Well, we know that.
It says your target is
Um,
Bayushinaran right here. I know you're not, but
How
Targeting.
dare you,
This man
Betrayed.
here.
old man yelling at Cloud?
that's an interesting roll.
Okay, I will take
Lots of
So much
everything.
strafe, but
4 strife, which is going to it's going to compromise me, but not immediately, which is what's important.
Right.
So I have a bunch of okay. This is going to be a lot of math to do here.
What's going on?
Okay,
his dagger still has poison on it.
so my dagger does still have poison on it. But I'm not doing like a critical strike against him.
Just a lot of
though
fatigue.
I could.
Just fatigue him
He's
out.
gonna take.
Fuck this man up.
Does poison work if it's not a critical hit? If you don't hit them with it?
That doesn't make any sense
No,
to
it
me,
doesn't
but I
go
don't know
away
how it's
until
written.
I deal a critical strike to them.
Right.
But he's gonna take 5 fatigue,
Okay.
and I'm gonna drop his physical resistance by 2.
So he'll take all 5 of that. Sounds good.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. He is
Oh no, sorry, that's not the end of my turn. I then take a calming breath.
perfect.
That's the end of my turn.
Calm your tits.
I indeed calm my tits.
All right. Young So is not back yet, so we'll pass him up and go to Dice K for right now.
Hold action.
All right. So originally, I was gonna try to disarm the brash Bushi, but since he was, burned to death, maybe I should try to make my way to Shika Wakako and try to incapacitate her. So I will utilize my water stance's full movement if I can manage that. And who's moving Bayushi Naurin?
You?
No.
Sure.
Why did I move?
That's an interesting question. I didn't do anything.
1, 2, 3.
Where is she?
She's
She's
way in the
moved
back.
one down from where she was.
Yeah.
So looks like I'm gonna be pretty close to Kitsu Satoru instead of Shika Wakako. I could probably try to snare him up with my Jite instead. That probably
Wallop
might.
him.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's see, and I'll go ahead and take a martial arts melee water stance.
TN4.
So TN4. Woo!
TN4.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
To grapple.
Explosives. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, all right, I got 2 opportunities from this water roll. Let me see what I can do with that. Watering. Tell me what you bring.
You could lose some strife.
Yep.
I remember you having pretty high strife.
Yeah. I'll take off 2 strife for myself, but that also leaves me with one more.
James is back.
One more. If I fail to determine the easiest way to accomplish a task you were attempting, yeah.
Or you could lose a fatigue. I don't know if you have any.
I mean, I do have a fatigue, but it's not over half.
I mean, you could just lose a fatigue. That's
Yeah,
a water
with water opportunity.
Yeah, water opportunity allows you to lose
Conflict.
a fatigue. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll do that then.
Sorry
So,
about that. Cat's kicked the plug out of the outlet.
We know.
We forgive them.
Anything else you're doing, Dice K?
well, since I already used 2 actions and a action that required a roll, nothing else I
Yep.
can really do at this moment.
James.
So,
We skipped you. We're coming back to you. What's your action?
I'll move up, and now I can see both of them, but she's right in front of me, so I'm just going to go ahead and swing on her.
Yeah, you can't see
I
him.
think you can occupy
He's at
her
range
space,
2.
can't you?
like, you could probably try to occupy the same spot, and that might make it a little easier. Like,
Yeah,
you
but she needs to go down too, so.
All right.
knock
but
her
if
out
it-
instead of killing her.
I think it's easier to hit her if you're in her space.
If you're in her
Mhm.
space, that's right.
Oh, so in that case, then I'll be in her space.
I think.
If whatever you want to do can be done at range
Let me
0.
double check.
Yeah,
Swinging with a katana, so.
I think that's 0 to 1, right?
Obscuring.
I think so.
No, it doesn't matter. Increase the TN of all attacks by 1, and people who are, and you cannot see beyond range 2. Okay, so you can see people at range 2, so you can see him. Yep. But everybody, no matter what, even if you're on top of them. Oh, thanks. Is it my birthday?
It was my
What?
birthday last week.
Balloons just happened to, you know.
Hmm.
Well, a katana has a range of 1.
Okay. So yeah.
0 to 1, I think, right?
Yeah.
No, it says 1.
So she is at TN3 to hit.
Here's my page number.
Woo! Nice.
Well, that's a lot of strife there, but
It works
well.
in your favor.
I'm not too bad on that. I'll do that and see what else I get. Ooh, okay.
That's nice.
We're going to crit hit her.
That sounds perfectly
Just
good.
make sure to knock her out instead of killing her. We need to bring people back.
Yeah,
Well, we don't need to bring her
specifically,
back.
it's the Kitsu we need to bring back, not her.
Ah.
If she dies, not a big deal.
If she dies, boo-hoo. Just she's like 90 anyway.
So how much damage? It's 4 success. 4. She'll take 3.
So that's well, it's a base 4, and then I had 4 from the strife from being on fire stance. So that's 8.
Yep. Okay, she's definitely now incapacitated, and you do a critical strike at 5.
Yep.
She's on water stance. Martial, she has 0 in martial. And she's now wounded in her water. And bleeding. And
Go
I
to
cannot.
sleep,
I don't
Grandma.
have the right icons. I don't have the right icons for.
Oh no, I've
for
fallen
token.
and I can't get up.
Okay,
There's no life alert
Life
here.
alert.
she's kind of screwed up now. Kitsu Satoru. He's already used Path to Inner Peace on her, and and he doesn't got a
And he had it
weapon.
used on himself the other turn.
His Wakizashi is gone.
He can't use fire invocations.
Can't use fire invocations. That's all of his stuff. And now that the samurai behind you is... Yeah, I think that's it for these guys. They have... Both of their Shugenja are now down and out. And all they have are Ashigaru, and the one samurai bodyguard they have now turned on them. He'll call surrender.
Let the hate.
This trained Ashigaru. We'll see if he hears the surrender. We'll just do like a martial skill roll at whatever stance they're on. Yep, he'll hear that surrender. Okay.
Natsu asks, should Wakoko be unconscious too because she took a critical strike while incapacitated?
The order of operations is that I believe the critical strike happens before the incapacitated, but let me double check here. Because it's weird that you resolve opportunity before you resolve successes. Yeah. Resolve symbols on dice. First explosive successes, then strife, then opportunity, and then totals of successes. So yeah, she is not incapacitated until after the critical hit, technically. Wait, I think there's an addendum to that, though. I think that changes if the opportunities say on a successful hit. Yeah, I think that's how it works. And you can only critically strike someone if you successfully hit them.
Yes.
I mean, the rules are so weird sometimes. If you succeed, you inflict a critical strike. Yep, so she is unconscious. That's exactly how that happens.
Thank you, Natsu.
So, yeah, that's a surrender from this guy.
does the
I'm gonna say
person to
I have to make sure this
Ashigaru
other Ashigaru actually hears.
So we have to kill Nomen somehow, right?
Yeah, she'll hear it as
Hears him.
well. Okay. That they will all surrender unless you guys continue the attack.
Nope.
Is there anyone that says, I'm gonna hit this guy again?
That would be extremely dishonorable.
I'm looking at Tarek because that seems like something Tarek usually does, but he's not saying anything.
If there was anyone I was going to hit, it would probably be the old lady. Just finish her off.
The old lady.
Put her in the bed.
She's already
Put her in the
unconscious and bleeding.
She has so little of her life left, and you're gonna take that all away.
But she has
The
grandchildren.
inconvenience for Nagi.
She should have taken early retirement if she didn't like this outcome. She could have checked out early.
This is her retirement. This is what
Could've
she
taken-
likes to do for fun.
She could have
Plotting.
just taken a nap today, and a nice, maybe done some knitting, but no,
Maybe
she chose
her
violence.
maybe her kids have life insurance out on her, and we're doing them a favor. No, I'm just kidding.
That's true.
All right. As you group these guys together, we'll move this guy. Actually, the place is on fire. Is anybody gonna do anything about the fire?
I guess it's time to see. Oh, wait. No. Extinguish only gets rid of mundane fire.
Maybe just drag them
This,
out of it.
this counts as mundane fire.
Oh, okay.
Like, the initial blast of the kami was not mundane, but now the leftover burning is considered mundane. The kami aren't fueling this anymore.
All right. In that case, I'm going to make a support action to try to extinguish that ring of fire. It's a TN3 theology fire.
Ring of fire.
I'm ready. TN3 to extinguish? Wow.
Yep. Up to 3 mundane sources of fire at range 0 to 3. Okay.
Y'all are making great rolls. I have made some terrible ones this entire combat.
I mean, haven't had great rolls.
There have been
I
some
have
flubs.
had-
Yeah, there have been some flubs on y'all's side. Anyways, yeah, that red ring is...
Success.
That red ring of fire is, totally gone.
Done so.
Drawing
Because,
tools.
yeah, we really shouldn't just leave it burning if we can help it.
The dust also settles, taking away that as well. I need to end the combat. Hold on. Let me end combat. Yes. And now that the combat is ended and everyone has surrendered, and nothing else is going to happen and the fire is gone, I'm going to hit the end of scene to reset everybody's jams.
Does bleeding
Okay.
persist through end of scene? Do I need to make?
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, somebody check on Wakako-san.
I will check on Wakako in the you know what I'm doing.
Okay.
If she needs anyone to carry her, Daisuke is willing to volunteer to carry Shika Wakako.
Some tokens are moving directions and some aren't, and I don't know why.
I noticed. No, hey. Nomen just spun.
Is it okay if I have Naurin make that medicine check to try to stop her own bleeding, Corey?
Yes, you may do that.
Okay. What happens if I fail? Am I not allowed to attempt it again, or do I make things worse? Or I hope not, but I want to ask before I.
I don't think you make things worse, but I don't think you can attempt it again for a while.
Isn't it like in every round you can try to do that kind of thing?
Actually, I think it is. I
It's
think
an
it is every
in-combat
round
thing.
you can try bleeding. As a support action, yeah, you can just do it every turn. The thing is
Until it
you'll be
happens.
gaining strife every turn. If you fail.
Can I do
Only
an,
if I keep.
Can I do an untrained assist?
Yeah, sure.
Anybody can help try to staunch the bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Does that
medicine, so
help?
I will assist with intelligence.
Or you can be the one to do it, because if she keeps any strife on her dice, she will take a critical hit.
Yeah, I'll do
critical
it.
strike.
If you want to help me out, I'll
Yeah,
do it.
Naren will help you out.
There you
Alright, well-
go. As everybody tries to stop the bleeding.
I don't
on
want to say
Naren
I'm doing
first.
everything.
I was just like, everyone's very worried about Shiko Wakako, which I mean, ow.
Well, I mean, we're worried about you too, so don't discount that. Like I said,
Young
Daisuke's
So-
willing to help you out.
Youngso's just kind of standing there breathing heavy because he was very close to incapacitated
Whew.
before end of scene. So he's just going,
Okay, let's see. So far, I've only hit Moto Nomen with my
one
heel
non-skilled
stick.
assistance, right? TN4?
TN2.
The
TN2.
Yeah, and I'm
Medicine
skilled with
TN2 to stop bleeding. It's not hard to stop bleeding. Well, TN2 is still hard, but you have stopped the bleeding on Kitsu Satoru the Playmaker. Awesome. Okay, you're all good. Healing stop.
You keep
Or bleeding stop.
targeting the wrong
Guess who
critical
else's
strike.
bleeding stopped? Moto Zergadai.
Oops.
it'll never
Yeah,
be
but
that
that was
time of the
just
month
ran out
again
of
for
blood.
him.
I know.
I have blood to bleed.
And considering that Shiko Wakako was taken down, I assume the barrier that is preventing the Kirin from entering will
Nope,
dissipate?
it's still there.
Might have to do something about that over here on this shrine that they were trying to work on.
Yeah.
Or just take the paper pieces down.
Does anybody try
Oh,
and
the
stop the
talisman?
bleeding on Shiko Wakako?
I mean, since I'm closer, I'll make an attempt to do so.
No, don't worry about it. I'll do it.
Once
Just give me a second.
once Naren is no longer bleeding, she will give Kuranagi skilled assistance again.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to spend one opportunity to identify a unique or identifying quality, aspect, or ability that's something you are identifying.
Pardon?
What?
Spot a unique or identifying quality, aspect, or ability of something that you are identifying. While I am.
You're not
healing-
identifying anything. You're staunching bleeding.
So she is bleeding black blood.
You
Got it.
identify that she is hot? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Got nice hands. Okay. I'll try to do Wakako as well. I was gonna try
Like
to do
Naren,
Passing
I never
Peace,
knew you were so
but
curvy under all those baggy clothes.
some solid curves. Okay.
Aw, sweet kitty.
Okay, that looks good. You've done
Yeah,
it.
She is good too. I will drop my fatigue another 2 points, so that's 4 points of fatigue gone. Thank you very much.
Sora
Or, sorry,
going on up
strife.
there and checking out that shrine.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can tell what they were doing.
Oh yeah, your bow of fire goes out.
Yeah.
So let me get rid of that light source on you. Token light. Oh wait, I can just
Was
right
anyone else
click.
bleeding? I don't remember.
And of course the torch icon is gone, so I can't get rid of this lighting effect either. Wow, this update really screwed things up. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
Well, like in the meantime, I'll like
So,
bind Kitsu Satoru.
there's a
Satoru's
weird-
arms.
Like it, as you can see, the light is kind of weird around here. You can try and spot something out of the ordinary with a theology check. It's going to be theology 3 though, because of the weirdness of kind of what's going on.
Theology 3 and just pick a stance, whatever.
It's gonna be something about like looking at things. I'm gonna say water.
All right.
Survey.
Water, void would work always. Kengo and
Gonna
Noman
use
are
water.
shaking themselves off and wondering what to do next.
All right. I rolled poorly.
They look okay though, right? They don't look
Yeah.
like messed up.
No one has been wounded.
Good.
So Kengo's like, well, I guess we've won, but what did we actually win here? The Kirin still can't enter its own shrine. This shrine has been... Why is it underground? And Mononoman says, this castle has been built, burned down to the ground and rebuilt many times. Maybe the ancient Kirin clan thought that they needed to protect this shrine to the Kirin by burying it here. It would take immense magic, but it could be done. I think it would be better than having it fall into the hands of the Matsu.
Well, that's certainly the case.
Actually,
It seems that it was a
that
wise-
is what the Kirin told us. That it was hidden to protect it from the Matsu.
We have to find that ward that's keeping the Kirin out.
I
Moshisora?
haven't found it yet, but I'd be glad to have some help.
I can assist. I'm pretty good. Just let me.
I
adjust
got
my
an
glasses
idea.
real quick.
I got an idea. I go to Kitsu Satoru and I go, what's keeping the Kirin out?
You should.
Would
should
you like
gag
to
him. I don't
make
know if I trust
like an
any word.
interrogation roll here, my friend? Would you like to make? I'll allow skullduggery. What do you got? What do you got? Give me something.
I'll go with skullduggery, and I'm still pretty pissed off from him setting me on fire. So I'm staying on fire stance for this.
All right, let's see how he reacts to that. Oh, he hates that. TN won because because of his demeanor.
I don't think you should listen to what he says, or give him a chance to cast again by keeping his mouth open.
No,
No
freaking
successes.
way. No freaking way. Wow.
You got anything that'll let you re-roll some of those?
Short. You shorted him.
Tiny but mighty.
He
Yeah,
just
maybe
he just
he's-
looks
maybe
at
he's
you
freaked
with
out by that.
disdain. He looks at you with
Subtle
disdain
observer
and
helps
keeps
to
quiet.
see little twitches on him, so like he might look at it.
No. He's just keeping his eyes on you with disdain. He doesn't say a word like, "What you gonna do? Do it, punk. Do it."
Do you really?
Do it.
Do you really want information
Do
from
it.
him?
Let me see here.
Or I guess I should say, how bad do you want the information from him?
It can only hurt him if he lies. And Naren is going to walk up to him, and she is going to look at him, giving Youngso the like "do it" eyebrows, and she's gonna give him the "I will" face, and also try to get the information out of him. I do believe
This will count as a negotiation, correct?
It could be considered that, yeah.
All right. In that case, 1, 2
You-
opportunities at least being kept here. I'm just trying to decide if I want to keep a third one because there's more strife with that.
So you're,
I'll just keep 2.
you're gonna
and-
do
and gain
firing,
one
and you're gonna
strife.
do negotiation use.
Yep. The negotiation use under there specifically says you set someone else on the defense with fast paced questions and demands. Choose a demand or a statement another character in the scene has made. Their player or the GM for NPCs must tell you any hidden motivations behind that demand or statement.
Okay, what demand does this guy have? And I will tell you their hidden motivation.
I don't think he's made any demands yet.
Demand or statement?
I will say, not even in the scene, for the entire, time you've known this guy. I'll give you that.
Fuck. Can some of the other players help me out on this a bit? Because my brain is kind of fogged on all of this. It's also kind of hot where I'm at, so brain's not working very well. In the first place.
What part of his motivations do you want to learn about?
How about what is his investment with trying to get Zergadai to become the clan Khan?
No. I know something that you should really ask him.
What?
Say it.
Are the Lion in league with the Gazoku?
Probably one of the bigger questions.
Probably the biggest question we can ask.
Well,
him
I
right
can't
now.
give you answers to that.
Questions.
What I can do is give you motivations behind things, not information like...
When we came
Are you
in
working
here,
on behalf of the Lion Clan's agenda? How
he
about
won't answer questions though. Hold on. I have a better idea about this. When we first came down here, didn't he say something like, "Get them out of here. We can't let them interrupt the ritual"? That was a
Yes.
statement that he
Yeah.
made.
Uh-huh.
Why don't we get his motivations about that?
You want that?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Whisper 2.
I fire off all the other questions, but that's the one that gets triggered by the opportunity.
He's not answering this. You're getting the
You're
opportunity to understand that from everything you've seen so far. You're now finally, it's grokking in your brain, and he's not physically telling you. You're getting this by intuiting it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
That's how this opportunity works.
You are using insight.
Yes.
But still, because it's rapid fire of different questions, I'm asking all of these questions and gaining understanding from the little twitches and response and micro expression responses he's having, even if he never opens his mouth.
There you go. Any questions on that? You understand it?
I believe I do. Part 1 is involving one side of the marriage. The part 2 is the other side.
Right. Yep. Okay. Sasha, you want to make your intimidation check on this guy, right? Skullduggery.
Can it be command to command him
Yes!
to answer me?
Yes, it may.
I would love that.
What stance?
Is it fire?
Okay. TN1.
Okay, it's gonna be TN2 because I think I'm wounded, right? And that puts my
Yeah.
TN up 1.
It does, exactly.
In your fire, yeah.
Well, there's an exploder, so there's still hope. Yay!
All right.
Take some strife.
You give him the command to do it, to tell you, and he says,
Do it.
I might as well, as he looks over at Shika Wakako, who's unconscious on the ground, and
I
says,
gagged her, by the way.
and he says, the Kirin has an offering. check beneath the offering.
I'll look under the offering.
All right, there is a piece of paper there with a prayer scrolled on it. You can remove it and destroy it.
Yes.
Okay.
That I will.
This will allow the
Satoru
Kirin.
isn't strifed out yet, right?
Huh?
Satoru isn't strifed out yet, right?
No.
Take 2 strife. I guess fuck this guy.
I mean, it's between scenes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So-
So
How dare
his
you.
strife went
Okay.
down to
Fair
just
enough.
at max half of his max.
Yeah.
Half his
Fair
composure.
enough. I guess the scene has rolled over and everything, but it would be funny.
The Kirin will walk into the shrine and say, "Finally, I have returned. This shrine has been buried for too long." And he walks up to his statue and, oh my god,
And he takes a call.
and his fiery mane erupts over the statue, creating a hole in the universe.
Ooh.
And through it, a dragon slinks out and begins to encircle the entire shrine. It moves straight through the rock as if it were water. And as it moves faster and faster, everybody feels the ground start to shake and rumble as the entire shrine is lifted up, until the top of the shrine breaks open. The top of the cave breaks open into the starlight. And you guys see Utaku Castle, Battle Maiden Castle, pretty close by. And you see the dragon swoop off and back up and into the hole with a blinding flash. And now there's a beautiful woman standing at the head of the shrine.
I give her the eyes.
She gives you the eyes. She
Now
gives...
is giving the eyebrows flying off her face eyes again. Like,
She
seriously,
gives-
Kirin, then a dragon?
You all should get those eyes back. You need them to see.
She gives everyone the eyes. It seems like at the same time. Everybody feels like she's looking at you directly, and it is the most... You feel loved at this moment in time. Like, this person loves you.
In this moment, you mean everything.
And she says,
Come on, dragon.
"Oh, Crystal, anybody can make a theology check. Theology check TN2.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you hazard a guess.
Is
And-
this Falcor?
I mean, obviously, this is the celestial dragon, right?
Okay, TN2.
I'll air analyze
Yep.
the situation.
I guess air is the appropriate.
Air, void.
I'm going void because I have no ranks in the skill.
Same.
And it's just what my soul tells me.
Yay! Let's see what the
Is,
opportunity can do for me.
Is the void standstill TN2?
Void stance is TN1. I didn't tell you that until just now.
Oh, in that case, I've gotten an extra success.
It seems like everybody has made it. Did anybody fail? Doesn't look like anybody failed. This is the Fortune Benton. She is the fortune
Oh.
of beauty and romantic love.
Oh.
Oh.
Young
Oh,
So,
she's giving all of us good eyes,
Oh.
except for Daisuke, which she's like staring daggers at.
that's weird. It just said that Matt logged out, but he's still there in the window.
I don't know what's happening, guys.
That's weird. But Young So can't help himself. A tear comes out.
Oh.
Could Daisuke make an appeal about his curse, perhaps?
We'll see.
Your curse?
Yeah, because I have Benton's
Oh,
curse.
Benton.
Yeah, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Matt,
Could you
you're cursed.
uncurse me?
You're cursed by Benton. You're the only one she doesn't look at, and you don't feel love. You're the only one.
Oh,
Burn.
And nobody
Spurned
knows
by
that she
Benton.
looked at everybody else at the same time. Except for
Mommy
Matt,
Benton.
who knows that she looked at somebody, but you're not sure who she looked at. But she's not looking at you.
Mommy Benton
Oh.
is not happy.
Benton says, I believe there is a marriage that must be performed. And Motonomen and Kengo will walk forward to the shrine. And Benton will look at Moshisora, who's already up there because she's been doing some stuff, and will ask
Oh.
her to move to one side.
Yes, of course.
And she says, she will
as,
say,
the apprentice.
Kengo, son of heaven, you have great love for this woman. And he says, I do, very much so. Motonomen, I can see that you have great respect for this man. And she says, I do. As long as you two shall live, you shall be bound together in marriage. Here, under the favor of heaven, for all to see, and everyone here, as a witness, will know of this union. You see, like, lights coming from all around you as people from the castle have come out to see what all of this is. As it's as if they seem to know what's happening, or they're drawn here for some reason. She will make a short speech. She will allow both of them to speak to you. And she will say, I present to you Moto Kengo and Motonomen of the Unicorn Clan. Be wise in how you rule, and rule with love. And she will disappear. And the Kirin is gone now too. As you guys are under the moonlit sky of Rokugan.
Young So is openly weeping with his with a huge smile on his face.
Motonomen says, we've come a long way for this. And we've had an amazing triumph today. Let us go back and celebrate at the castle. And afterwards, we'll find out what we can do with our prisoners. You, she walks up to Kitsu Satoru. Who is it you work for? She pulls out a sword, that wakizashi she was given, and says, we only need one of you. Which one of you will speak? And Kitsu Satoru says, I'm sorry, the men in charge are very powerful. They belong to a... And the breath pulls from his mouth, and the words just fly off into the air as the air commies steal what he's about to say. And he can't talk. And then finally he's like, what just happened to me? What was that?
If I had to guess, I'd say you're cursed.
It seems that you're unable to divulge any information about those you're employed under.
A woman comes forward. You recognize this woman. It is the Kuni Daimyo. It
Who
is...
daimyo, sorry?
Kuni Daimyo.
Okay.
Yes, it is...
The lady with a spider.
She is Kuni Tatsuhisa. And she says, you know, there are many spells that will keep somebody from stalking under interrogation. I have a samurai under my service who's very good at getting this kind of information out. If you would allow the transfer of this prisoner, Motonomen, if you deliver this prisoner to my samurai, I am certain that you can get the information you need.
I would gladly oversee the procedures.
Can I do a sentiment check?
Yes, please do.
Yeah, I'll do air for analyze, and because I want to see whether or not she is under the employ of the Gozoku herself or like affiliated with them.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
She, her vigilance is 3. It'll be a 3, TN 3, to analyze
Yeah,
her
figured.
under
I
sentiment.
will try as well then.
Like separately, or can we assist one another? I have a 3 in air, so
I have a feeling that this is something
Probably
we have
separate
to
check.
do on
Yeah,
our own.
separate.
separate checks. Okay.
Very close.
Yeah, hopefully that that drat,
Nope.
rats and drats.
I got it.
Let's see what the opportunities can do for me. Stop shortening the window, please.
Did you get it?
That was TN3, right?
Yep.
No, it was TN4.
So
Oh,
Kuronagi, you get the
Okay.
feeling that she's telling the truth. Doji Daisuke, you're unsure. But Motonomen does bring this up as well. She says, we don't know who to trust or who is part of the Gozoku, so I'm not sure I can trust you. No offense, Kuni-san, but I am not sure if I can trust you.
You know,
And-
you can trust me, and I will be more than happy to help oversee the interrogation and bring whatever information back to you directly.
Motonomen nods and says, I am so glad you volunteered for that. I hope that all of you can help deliver this
Horse droppings.
yes
Miscreant.
to the samurai that can interrogate them. But we don't know if the Kuni have been compromised by the Gozoku. And while a cursory glance, Kuronagi-san, I don't know if that is enough. A gut feeling might not be enough, especially since there's powerful magics involved. Kuni Tatsuhisa says, I understand. I relinquish myself into your custody until the man is delivered to my samurai and the information has been given. Motonomen goes, this is acceptable. If you are Gozoku, then we have a high-ranking daimyo Gozoku in our custody. And if you are not, we get the information from Kitsu Satoru. Guards, put Shika Wakako and Kitsu Satoru in irons and put them into the dungeon. This room, and she specifies a certain room in the dungeon.
And they are Shugenja, so take what precautions you need.
The rest of us, I believe we have a celebration to perform tonight. We will celebrate our marriage, we will celebrate our victory, and we will lament the passing of the Great Khan. And we will not speak of who is the Great Khan until after we can speak to all of the families of the Unicorn Clan. Come! And everybody walks off in a big procession back to Utaku Castle.
All right.
This
feel
is an
that my
out of
wedding
character
gift.
question, but what's happening to the samurai that were fighting for Kitsu Satoru and the Deer Clan lady?
They will
are they
surrender
direct
themselves to Motonomen and ask for forgiveness and such. Motonomen will review them and see what she wants to do with them, if any disciplinary action is necessary. On one hand, she doesn't like the fact that they betrayed her. On the other hand, they were lied to and manipulated. But Sasha, Bayushi Nomen, as everybody starts walking away, your eyes move
Wait,
towards...
who?
I'm sorry, Bayushi Narin. Bayushi Narin. Your eyes move towards the shrine. And you see something glint over on it. It feels like it's calling to you.
Well, we rode a Kirin. We talked, sort of. We got oogled by a dragon. Witnessed a very holy marriage. So, yeah, there is something shiny calling Narin. I think if there was ever a time to not ignore that, it would probably be now.
You walk over to it, and there is a charm. A lovely little paper charm there. And it has the words for love and forgiveness on it. It's got little tassels on it, and it looks pretty.
She kind of stares at it for a moment, a bit confused as to why she felt something towards it.
You still feel it. This feels like it belongs to you.
Okay. Then I suppose she will take it from the shrine.
As you
but
pick it up,
she will...
as you pick it up, you hear the voice of Benton in your head, and she says, "You have lost a great deal to bring love to two of your closest friends, and as such, I would like to give you something as a replacement. Congratulations, you have Benton's blessing."
Corey, before everyone leaves, like Daisuke still had in mind that he wanted to appeal to Benton, so
She's gone.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, she's-
he could probably leave something at the shrine.
Sure. Start that process of trying to make it up to Benton.
Yeah, so if anything, he'd also like to write like a petition or a poem that also works as a petition towards.
Sure.
He can do it.
Go ahead.
You can do it.
Write a poem at the Shrine of the Kirin to Benton.
Mm-hmm.
Sign it in triplicate.
So you can make an artisan check.
Composition.
Composition. Yep. What is your what ring are you using?
How
are you putting this together?
I'm thinking like somewhere around adapt, because I want to though I want to use the more social aspect of it, which is charm, or make the plea that I also held no ulterior motives for wanting Kengo and Motonomen's marriage to happen. I genuinely wanted them
That's
to
reason.
get married.
Reason is
Reason.
Earth.
Earth. Okay, that's my lower one, but yeah, I only have.
You can change your approach still if you want. Change your explanation. But yeah, saying I was
How
going to do
could
something from a friend's is reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to charm, you'd basically just make an appeal to Benton and say, I was wrong and you are so right to curse me, and I've learned my lesson. And if you're doing, what's water?
Mm-hmm.
Charm.
Oh, that's
Charm.
water's charm. Okay, what's air?
Air
Trick.
would be refine, feint, analyze, trick, or con, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Fire.
Fire would be insight, innovate, theorize, overwhelm, or invent.
Yeah. Let me see here.
The fires of passion.
Yeah.
Void could also
And
be
void.
possibly good.
Void is attune. Void is sacrifice. Void is sense.
Well, so like, if I have to use void, I could say that I sacrifice my Giri in favor of,
In favor of love.
There you go. I like that. If you want to use void. Okay. Is that what you're standing on then?
Yes, void.
Okay, instead of a TN3 then it's going to only be a TN2. That is the correct way to go after a fortune, is to use your void, your soul.
Okay.
Right? On top of that though, your Benton Curse activates, and any 2 successes you get, you must re-roll.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, so let's give it a shot.
All right.
I choose the explosives.
You do?
You don't have to choose
Well, actually,
to re-roll.
you know what? I think the skills dice might be better to re-roll because I have a better opportunity to get more like skill.
Yeah. Re-roll those 2 skill dice. Those are your better options, definitely.
Why? Why?
You only need a TN2, so you've made it. You just got a lot of strife from this. It's killing you to do this.
He has to write something about Naurin in the poem because like she was the love that spurned him, and he's just like, oh god, I hate this.
I mean, I assume I keep a strife from this too, so.
Where's your other? Didn't you?
Like, it came out as a blank.
What do you mean? You hold on.
You rolled.
You rolled 2 skill dice and you didn't keep them with.
I kept them, but one came out as a blank.
What did you want to keep? Let me ask you. What did you? Because
I kept 2 skill die that were successes, but I had to re-roll them because of Benton's curse.
You don't keep and then re-roll. You re-roll
re-roll and
2
then
of those 4 dice and then keep however many you can from the 4.
Yes.
So you should have succeeded with strife.
Hold on. I'm gonna redo this thing for him. You did it. You totally messed this roll up. What you do is you roll your dice, you re-roll 2 of them, then you keep what you want from all of those dice, not just from the re-rolls.
Okay. All right, so I'm keeping my explosive and
I gotta redo this totally.
Okay.
So
I'm
let
keeping
me do
both
it.
Explosives.
Let me do it. We're gonna do. This becomes that.
The 2 black
This
ones
becomes
were
that,
explosive with
and
strife.
This becomes that. There. Okay. Now, which 2 dice are you keeping?
Okay.
You get to
So,
keep 2. The 2 exploders?
Yes.
All right. We're going to keep the 2 exploders, and that's all you get to keep because you only have 2 ring dice. Okay. Finalize the step.
So did the what were the die that the
What just
exploders-
happened?
Yeah.
What just freaking happened? Let's try this again. There.
That
Finalize the
curse.
step. There we go.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
It was-
Now you're keeping the 2 exploders.
Yes.
Okay. Now you got 2 opportunity. Are you keeping those or not?
Yes, I'm keeping them.
You're
Might
keeping
as
that
well.
and all of the strife.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to gain 3 strife.
Okay, so what does 2? Let's see, general use. Let's see. Tainted, no downtime. Have a brief premonition of a possible future event
Sure.
while undertaking in your downtime activity. I'm still. Romantic use would have been nice, but I had to have 3 for that. Let's go with premonition.
Premonition. All right. You see a naked person tied to a tree, smiling.
Interesting.
Dice case confused.
And aroused, maybe? No? Just a
A
little?
little aroused.
It's like, I hope that's not me.
Why did you have that so ready, Corey? What?
That's a sneak peek for season 3 of Shadow Empire, guys.
You heard it here first.
And this
Naked
person, is
people
it
tied to
somebody he
trees.
recognizes?
And I also still have to do a composition roll for my gift to Motonomen and Kengo as well.
What happens for this role, for this composition, though? Because you, like, as you're writing it, you're like, why do I keep getting this image of a naked man tied to a tree? I don't even know who this guy is. He seems to like it, though. No, concentrate on the poem. Then you give the offering, and you feel like the offering is accepted, and that perhaps there will be a task that Benton will set you on, and you need to look out for what this task is in the near future, and she will probably send you a message on what you need to do to absolve yourself of Benton's curse.
Okay.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do as this game is this entire adventure is wrapping up? Who else has
yes.
I
things?
still have to give my poetry gift to Nomen and Kengo as well, but I'll let James,
I would like to use Whispers of the Court to make sure as many people as possible heard that Benton said for Motonomen and Kengo to rule.
They know what happened. And you just add to that. All the courtiers are talking about it, including you. No roll necessary. It spreads like wildfire.
Yeah, because the last time Benton was seen, the unicorn was still known as Kirin.
Your father, or I'm sorry, your uncle, your namesake, and the daimyo of your sub-family, the Hataru, walks up and says, "We might have a problem. I know you care a great deal for Motonomen, but I don't know. Since the unicorn have returned, something has always been a little off about them. We, as our family, never went into the Burning Sands with them and stayed in Rokugan. And we never betrayed the Kirin, and we keep our Kirin close. But now I have a feeling, and we're getting small pieces of evidence. The Moto family is not just here in Rokugan, but they have a huge presence outside, beyond the Burning Sands. We're looking into this. I want you to keep this in mind as you're traveling through Rokugan.
Well, Uncle, I believe the Ide also have a large presence outside, too. They are the diplomats.
And the Ide have been keeping this quiet from us. The unicorn, the Kirin clan that we know, might no longer exist. And we may be part of something that is totally different. Or we may just be paranoid from our time living in the Dragon Mountains. Just keep this in mind going forward. And look for any evidence along your way that will either support or dissuade us of this conclusion?
I will, Uncle. But please also keep in mind a Kirin helped us to save her,
I understand that.
and Benton herself blessed them.
Let me ask you something. Did the Kirin help Motonomen or help Hantai Kengo?
Both.
I hope
The
so.
Kirin specifically said we must help them.
I hope
Plural.
so. I hope so. Also, the Moto come from beyond the burning sands. And I don't know. The Kirin and Benton aren't all knowing. They don't know everything. We will trust
Perhaps
them. We will trust them. They are our superiors in heaven. I will consult Shugenja. You make a good point.
Perhaps the Moto cannot be trusted, but Motonomen can.
He smiles, puts his hand on your shoulder. Of course. Kuronagi, you got anything you want to do before the game ends? Anything special?
I kind of want to talk to Naurun. I didn't get a chance to talk to her about how she feels after losing her husband, nor did I get a chance to talk to her about what she learned from that letter she was clutching for so long.
Okay, let's do that. Before we do that, though, a more simpler thing might be Crystal. Is there anything Moshi Sora wants to talk about or find or introspect?
Not really. I mean, she's basically just gonna be thinking, man, my guy, he's gonna die. I wasn't able to help him.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the secrets to curing him were down in that dungeon. There were two places where you could have found something, and it's a celebration. There were two places where you could have found something, and there were distractions during both times, which kept you from realizing it. And yeah, now the Earth Dragon has really messed up everything that's down there by raising the shrine up. So to get back down there is going to be a challenge. So let's go to Naren and Kurnari. Naren, is there anything you want to do before Kurnari comes to you and talks?
Yeah. While she's alone at the shrine and after she's picked up that charm, she just kind of like looks around. It's not very often that you hear like voices in your head that you're pretty sure are real, especially when you're not a Shugenja. So she just kind of reminds herself that like this is fine. And like no need to worry about this. I think I'm still sane. And she will bow before the shrine and take the charm and just quietly whisper, "Thank you."
Okay. Matt, you had your hand,
You're muted.
So I still want to make sure that Daisuke gives his wedding gift to Nomen and Kengo as well.
No roll needed. We'll give you some glory for that after everything goes. Yeah.
All right.
Kuronagi and Narin. During the party, Kuronagi comes up to you and asks you for a cup of private tea. And you can have your discussion.
So, how you holding up?
Is that what you came to ask me about, Kuronagi-san?
Well, I mean, we never had a chance to talk about what happened.
A lot has happened. Could you
mean-
narrow it down for me?
Well, you lost your husband. You gave up something inside of yourself to a creepy spider creature. And you found something out about that letter that you wanted me to deliver, and you haven't really talked about it yet. I just want to see where you're at with all of this. It's a lot to go through.
I'm not sure that Kuronagi knows that that information was about that letter, but I mean, you know, I'm not sure if that matters that much. She is silent for a few moments before she pulls that letter, which has some wrinkles on it, but is surprisingly intact still after everything that they've been through. Her own copy of it, at least, out, and sets it in front of Kuronagi.
Kuronagi will unfurl it.
So I will read to you pretty close verbatim what Corey told me about it, since I wrote it down, just because it's been a bit. It's a missive from the Scorpion, from our daimyo to, well, my daimyo, to the Kakita daimyo about the conditions relating to the death of the Khan, saying that he has one of his men there to be a sacrifice for this mission, and that Runa should just sit tight, and as long as she does nothing out of the ordinary, she should be fine, and she will be able to go back home and have a great story. And that she can give the new Khan legitimacy, and that this will all be in the name of furthering the goals of the Gozoku.
You guys now notice that Kakita Runa is not at this party.
So she got away, huh?
Akita Runa.
The old bird still had a couple of aces up her sleeve.
Yeah, the Kakita daimyo that like I kind of freaked out by saying, "Oh, I plan on making everyone else piss themselves while my group sneaks out." Oh, you didn't like that?
Oh yeah, go figure. A Kakita wouldn't like you to poison a bunch of people, bunch of guards. See.
I mean, it's
Have
not
you made
deadly.
any-
They just need to piss a lot. That's all.
Have you
Their
made
kidneys
any?
will be
Hey,
cleansed.
Matt, please.
Okay, Matt, I'm trying to.
Oh, sorry.
So, have you made any progress in figuring out what exactly all of this means? What does it mean for you?
Corey, how long has it been, like, in time since Naren even decoded that letter? It's been like less than a day, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Hasn't
it's the
even
same
been
day.
a full day. Yeah, so
I mean,
she'll say,
the sun is rising right now as you
Yeah.
were talking.
So it's been very recent, and we've been so busy. So she's going to say, honestly, I haven't had a lot of time to process it. I only was able to decode this message just a few hours ago.
Is there a culture or government check I can make to recognize the name?
No. No. This is a different
So-
world.
So
And this
historically, we haven't really had to deal with this.
exactly. This is a novel idea now for this version of Rokugan.
So the scorpion and the crane are up to something, and they're using the unicorn as some kind of patsy.
That is how it would seem. What do you think
And
about
they
this?
led you to deliver this missive.
I'll tell you both. That it's not the scorpion or just the scorpion, because you have a lion in custody that's part of this. The Kikita daimyo has fled because she's part of this.
And we don't know if it's all of the scorpion or maybe just the, Bayushi family,
Exactly.
because it was my daimyo.
Mm-hmm.
We also don't know if it's the unicorn in cooperation with them. There's a lot of information here that we don't have answers for.
Yeah, and apparently some unicorn because of Zergadai.
But we have the opportunity to find out information. There's always time to find out more. But if your daimyo set this up and used your husband and you as pawns to achieve this goal, I can only imagine how that might make you feel. I can only imagine how that would make me feel. Personally, I don't know that I would feel very great about it.
I am uncertain if my acceptance into the Bayushi family was merely in service of this agenda this whole time. I'm not sure how far back this goes. But
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about it, and I think I will need some time. I think I need to speak with my daimyo, and I may be requesting to go on Mushashuyo.
If that is your intention, I would warn against bringing up this particular information.
I do not intend to confront anyone. I simply need time to think.
When you take time to think, I will take time to start hunting out answers. The sooner we can get answers to some of these questions, the better. We cannot operate off of a position of blindness.
All right.
There might be enough at stake here.
Hold on. I just want to clarify for anybody listening in out there that doesn't know. A Musho Shuyo is, I said that right?
Musha Shuyo.
Yeah, Musho Shuyo is a year off of being a samurai to be a wandering ronin. It is for personal growth, self-growth. But here, Sasha might be using it in a very clever way. If her daimyo is Gozoku, then her daimyo can order her to do whatever he wants to make her further the goals of the Gozoku. And her only recourse is ritual suicide. Like, I don't want to do what you say, and going against your lord is a huge dishonor. But if she becomes a ronin for a year, which is her right to ask for this, she doesn't have to follow his orders for an entire year while she figures out what's going on. I'm sorry. Okay, Tarek, back to the conversation at hand.
All I can say is that I'm willing to help figure out what's going on and pass along whatever information I can. There are things I can do that no one else in the group really can. And maybe that will be to our benefit. But things like this, information like this, is a dangerous commodity in the clan. If we do not play our hand wisely, I do not know that there is a path forward that does not end in our arrival in the grove. Tread softly, and I shall as well.
Cats.
They're already here! Run! Scatter!
James needs.
Inks and runs out of the window.
They're in the rafters.
Are
I
you?
don't care who you send. I'm not paying taxes.
And it was the cute one that did it.
Okay.
The timing is amazing.
I mean, this one's still pretty cute too, but he wasn't the
Yeah.
one to do it.
Aw.
Oh.
Kuronagi goes, if there's anything else you want to talk about, your husband, or what you may have lost in that catacomb, I'm still here for you. Friends to the end.
Thank you, Kuronagi. But I don't know. As of right now, I don't know what I have to say.
Do you think he was involved? Knowingly? Or do you think he was a patsy?
I don't know that either idea gives me any solace. But I like to think. I'd like to think that he was a decent person, a decent man. Even though we weren't that close. I
know one thing for sure. He loved you. And that's rare. Not many people in the world get to be with the one that they love.
Are you sure?
I don't think he had eyes for anybody else.
If he was just a patsy, maybe. But we weren't led for love.
It doesn't mean that you can't fall in love.
Well, I appreciate you.
You feel the charm on you grow a little warm when Kuronagi says that.
If I was a betting person, I'd say he's probably watching over you from Mado right now. Let's just hope we don't send you to him too soon, okay?
She nods.
Get back to the party. People will notice that we've been gone too long.
Same with you, partner. Let's go.
Oh,
I was
I don't
hoping
plan
to
on
see.
getting killed anytime soon.
All right.
A terrifying proposition. There's
That
nobody waiting
was
for me out
wonderful.
there.
What a great way to end this. Everybody gained 2 experience points. If you're ready to rank up to rank 3, you can do that. Hey, it's time for hogs, baby.
Hogs?
Hogs.
Honor and
What are
glory.
hogs?
Whip your hogs out, guys.
Time to crank the hog.
Oh, honor, glory.
And glory and status.
Status?
Yep.
I was gonna ask for like a character moment between the Daisuke, Naurin, and Kuronagi, but we can ignore that for next session.
We're up on time
Yeah.
right now. I'd love to, but yeah.
Mhm.
Basically, what's going to happen is Motonoman is going to allow everybody to stay here for for a while to train up, like a week or two, and then she's going to task all of you with escorting Kitsu Satoru to Kunilands. And it's your job to protect that person on your way south to the Crablands. And that will be our third adventure. How does that sound? Our third, the plot of the third season.
That sounds intense.
So, everybody, for the courage you displayed all over the place, give yourself 9 points of honor. Or, I'm sorry, not honor, glory. 9 points of... Yeah, honor, I'm sorry.
Oh.
9 points of honor and 9 points of glory. Y'all did wonderful. There were gods involved. So much stuff happened. 9.
Wow.
Massive.
For the first time in my character's entire existence, I am above 50 points of honor.
Wow.
And I'm 74. Strangely enough.
All this 9 includes fighting the bad guys, succeeding in getting a captive, helping the gods, restoring a shrine, and getting your friends married. It includes all of that. I am going to give 3 points of honor to Sasha's character, Naren, for turning the Bushi to the light side of the Force.
That's the right kind of conversion therapy.
Then I have to give a major loss of glory to both Crystal and Matt for not living up to their obligation, and also to Tarek for not living up to your obligation to your daimyo. It is your attribute rank times 2.
Attribute rank?
Okay.
Yes.
So if you have a 40-something of glory, you'll lose 8 points.
Yes.
So I only gain 1 point of glory. Ouch.
Yeah, same.
Matt, you also, since you had it, you saw it, and you chose not to do it, that's also a honor hit because of loyalty and duty. So you'll also lose honor equal to your honor rank. But since you did it for a friend and it was compassionate, you'll also gain 3 points back.
Okay, so 4.
You'll
Lose,
net
yeah.
loss.
What's your honor?
74.
So 7 plus 3. Yeah. So you lose 4.
So I'm still at 70 honor.
Anything else that people would like to talk about? I already gave Sasha 3 points of glory for winning the duel in downtime.
Compassion for Kuronagi?
Compassion for Kuronagi. You know what? I'll give you 1 point. I'll give you a trifling for that. Anyone else? Make a case for it right now.
Well, I'm trying to think, what exactly did Daisuke do that was courageous? Because that was the tenet that he tries to follow as closely as possible.
Well, you did do the duel, but it was inconclusive at the end, so there's no honor or glory for that.
Would we get maybe a minor to status because we're now connected with the head of a major clan, all of us?
You know what?
Status is really only position, but maybe.
You know what? I'll do it. Y'all have been y'all are now pretty much connected with Motonoman. And yeah, it looks like she's going to become the next great Khan. So I'll give you a 0.1 status. or I'm not 0.1, but a 1 point status. I'm still an old L5R. 1 point status.
So 36.
36
status?
for you, yes.
And I'm now 31.
Other than that, I think that's it. I want to thank everybody who has followed this and watched this for so long. It really warms my heart that there are people out there that have watched this game and really enjoy it and want to participate and talk to us and, try and school me on rules, which always works. Like, don't stop doing that. I want to know the correct way to do things, and sometimes, there's a space in my head. I don't take offense to it. I actually appreciate it.
Real
And
quick, Corey, Natsu says there was something else that you were going to give someone points for, but you decided to wait until the end of the session and thinks it was possibly for Matt's character.
yeah, you're.
What was it? Because I can't really
The
quite recall.
section?
Might have to watch the previous episodes and such and figure it out later.
Right. Okay.
But something to keep in mind.
Well, I don't rewatch the episodes myself, so
Yes, but Corey could
The
as part of bookkeeping.
like I said, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you for Sebastian for helping me out with this VTT, even though we just upgraded between sessions and it's a little bit of a mess right now, and we'll get it all straightened out by next time. We're going to take about a month off. This will allow me to make the next adventure just as good as the past 2 seasons. So third season, I'm really excited for. I have some great ideas, as you can tell, and but it'll take time. In the meantime, I am writing Favor of Heaven, the 2nd season, out as an adventure that will be on my Patreon. I will put out a poll so everybody can vote for the person they think needs the most help starting off on season 2. In the interim, we have some one-shots that we are going to do, at least one, and I'm going to run a Cypher System Fantasy, the Isle of the Dreaded Accursed. So watch for that. It will be on Sunday, and yeah, it shouldn't take much brain power for me to do that. I'll be writing the other thing while just running a you can buy Isle of the Dread Accursed on like DM's Guild or RPG Drive-Thru if you want to see what that's all about. Otherwise, is there anything else anybody wants to say, starting with Crystal?
Want to stay?
I guess not. Tarek,
What?
you got anything you want to say?
Say anything. Tell our audience anything you want.
Say.
Yes.
Yabba dabba do, y'all.
Yeah. James, you got to sign out?
Peace and love, everyone.
Sasha.
Don't get eaten by spiders.
Excellent. Matt.
pop it, twist it, pull it.
Crystal, you got something now for us?
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month.
Go roll some dice.